Hey there, mathematicians. Test 7, Lesson 5. Swords ready? Let's go. Today we're going to use area to solve problems and identify polygons by sides. So we'll start with a quick review of area. Just a reminder, perimeter, shown here in blue, is the distance around a shape. Area, shown in red, is the distance inside it, covering the total surface area. So why is that useful to us? Well, here we have a picture of Mitch's new bedroom. Mitch moved into the downstairs bedroom, but he's not a big fan of the decor. He doesn't like the purple and the flowers. His mom said he can repaint the walls green if he does it himself. So there's 4 walls. Each wall is 4 meters long and 3 meters wide. We want to know the total area of the walls. To start, let's find the area of one wall. So if you remember, the formula for finding area is to multiply the length by the width. 4 meters long and 3 meters wide, 4 times 3 is 12. So each wall is 12 meters squared. To find the area of all 4 walls, we'll add up 12 4 times, or do 4 times 12. Either way, we're going to get 48. So there's our total area of the room, 48 meters squared. And now that Mitch knows that the area he wants to paint is 48 meters squared, he goes to the paint store. The clerk tells him that a liter of paint will cover 5 square meters. How many liters of paint should he buy? So to answer this question, we're going to have to do some division. What we want to find out is how many liters of paint will paint 48 meters squared. I know that 1 liter will cover 5 square meters. I didn't put the squared in, but just for the sake of doing the math, I'm going to leave that out. So if I know that, I'm going to do 48 divided by 5. And when I do that on my calculator, I get 9.6. So I need 9.6 liters of paint. Unfortunately, the paint store is probably not going to sell me 0.6 liters of paint, so I'm going to round that up and buy 10. And now we've solved Mitch's problem. He needs 10 liters of paint to cover up all that purple and get himself a nice green. Our second goal for today is to identify polygons. So again, just a reminder, a polygon is a 2-dimensional shape with straight sides. These guys are polygons because they all are shapes with straight sides. These ones are not, the circle because it's curved, and this one because it has an opening, which means it's not considered a shape. Unfortunately, when you're learning shapes, these are just some of those things you have to memorize. So these are the prefixes. And the prefixes tell you how many sides the shape has. So quad means 4, so quadrilaterals have 4 sides. Pent means 5, so a pentagon has 5 sides. Hex means 6, and a hexagon has 6 sides. Sometimes people have trouble with that one. What I like to remember is that 6 and hex both end with X, so that might help you. Hept means 7. A heptagon has 7 sides. Octa means 8, like an octopus, and an octagon has 8 sides. Nona means 9. A nonagon has 9 sides, and deca means 10, so a decagon has 10 sides. I didn't draw examples for those because they were getting difficult, but if you go on Google, if you want to see an example, you can find one pretty easily. There's some tricks that can help you. Quad, if you think of a quad vehicle, it has 4 wheels. Quad means 4. As I said, hex ends with 6, 6 and hex both end with X. Octopus, 8 legs, 8 sides. Nona sounds like 9. Deca, if you think of a decade, that means 10 years. So deca means 10. Otherwise, you really do just have to memorize these. It's a bit of a pain, but it's really useful to know, especially if you are at all interested in art or architecture or any of that sort of stuff. These are terms you will need to know. So that's it. We're just doing a short lesson today because I'd like you to do a little bit more for your homework assignment. So what I'd like you to do today is make a set of flashcards, and you can see an example below to practice polygon names. So if you have index cards at home, that's great, but if you don't, you can just cut up paper. They don't have to be beautiful, just make them somewhat neat and usable. And on the front, you're going to write the name of the shape, so in this case I've written nonagon. And on the back, you'll put the definition, a shape with 9 sides. So to get those definitions, you can either back up this video, or you can go to mathisfun.com, and they have a really good dictionary on there. Or you could do the second part first, which is I'd like you to go to www.tinyurl.com/polygon song and watch the polygon song. And that also has definitions for all of the shapes, and it's quite short. It shouldn't take you too long. So that's it. Get your flashcards done, and please make sure you must bring your flashcards to school tomorrow. That is your review. You need to be able to show me your flashcards tomorrow. Have a great night, and I will see you then.